If you are a hardcore VR astronaut or just strapping on your headset for the first time, I hope you will like this video. Stay tuned because some of these titles on sale are going to blow your mind away. I am Miha and let's start. Pulsar the VR experience is an immersive and artistic space-themed experience designed for VR. It offers a short but interactive art that is deeply inspired by space and music. You embark on a visually stunning journey through 3 portals into deep space. Each portal offers a unique music-driven adventure. The experience is amazing. You'll get fully immersed in space like never before. It's a blend of music and visuals in a very relaxing experience. I felt like I am dreaming through a trip in space. The warping effects especially were just crazy. Pulsar the VR experience offers a completely different experience from other space games on this list. The closest game I can think of to it is Spheres, but it's Quest exclusive. If you want a calming, reflective VR journey through space, then Pulsar the VR experience is for you. It was released in February 2024. I highly recommend it, especially if you catch it on sale. Space Shells is a Rouge-like sci-fi VR shooter. You take on the role of an intergalactic mercenary. The game tasks you with breaking into enemy spaceships, fighting off droids, and strategically using robotic shells to complete missions. You infiltrate a fleet of spaceships, eliminating enemy using various weapons and shells, the cool robotic suits with special abilities. You navigate produce generating spaceships, collect resources, upgrade your equipment, and engage in fast-paced combat with droids and turrets. You can respawn and continue your mission after dying. You can upgrade your weapons and shells to become stronger with each try until victory. Unfortunately, it's still in early access since December 2022, but it has a 70% mostly positive rating on Steam. If you catch it on sale, then you should get it. Aegis, a game of space, is a space exploration and simulation game developed by Ubisoft for VR. It's a space exploration and survivor simulation. It offers a deeply immersive VR experience where you can pilot a spaceship to explore the remains of Earth and find a new home for humanity after Earth was destroyed. In Aegis, you take control of a space probe and navigate through various star systems and missions. Your missions will make you ensure survival of the last remains of humanity by exploring realistic space physics mechanics when you are experiencing zero gravity movements with your probe. Aegis offers a simulation of space travel that is different from action-heavy space titles. It focuses on survival, combined with narrative-driven and exploration, a little bit of puzzle solving. Anyone who likes space exploration and resource management will really like Aegis. It was released in October 2020 and have a mixed rating on Steam with a score of 63%, but I really liked it. Further is a VR space adventure that blends action, puzzle solving, and a narrative-driven gameplay together. It offers an immersive and atmospheric journey into space. It has great story with lots of exploration and puzzle solving. It has some combat mechanics with stealth elements. Usually take a little bit for you to learn, but once you get used to it, it's very good. You take on the role of Alex, a botanist tasked with navigating space while repairing communication system on an asteroid. However, everything quickly drags you to a big adventure filled with trials, puzzles, combat encounters with alien entities. Players will also have to solve stealth depth puzzles and engage in combat battles to overcome the challenges presented by the environment and the AI. It uses smooth VR controls and it's open world, along with a lot of puzzles and stealth missions, and have a lot of interactive and personal experience in space, which I really loved. It was released just recently in April 2024. Detached is a VR space survival exploration game. It offers a zero-gravity environment where you must navigate space, solve puzzles, and survive under really extreme conditions. In Detached, you are trapped in an abandoned space station, and the primary objective is to find your crew before your oxygen runs out. You must navigate challenging zero-G gravity environments while solving puzzles to open airlocks, locate power cores, and disable transmitters to survive. The best thing about Detached is the 360-degree freedom of movement in zero-gravity setting, making it a highly immersive experience tailored for virtual reality. The game physics and the sense of floating in space, combined with a beautifully composed soundtrack, give you the feeling of being in deep space like you are Sandra Bullock in Gravity or something. It's designed for hardcore VR players. The game can cause motion sickness due to intense zero-G movement. It's not for beginners, and it can get frustrating, especially that there is no maps or directions whatsoever in the game, so you need to really learn your way around. It was released in May 2017 and has a mixed rating with a score of 64%, but I personally enjoyed it and finished it 2 times in a row. Next, we have Space Salvage. It is a VR exploration and scavenging game. You explore derelict ships, you collect salvage, and you avoid hazards like traps and hostile drones while driving your boat and working on log shifts to greedy salvage corporations. The game is arcade style, but I enjoy this zero gravity navigation with its very creative cockpit controls that feel highly immersive, and there's a lot of missions and stories and upgrades. It was released in June 2023 and it offers a hands-on realistic space exploration experience perfect for any space VR lover. The game enjoys tactical and immersive exploration. There is a resource collection with a lot of funny and humorous characters with interesting story where you are allowed to make your own decisions. Journey to Foundation is a story-driven role-playing space adventure set in Isaac Asimov's Foundation universe. It's developed exclusively for VR and contains exploration, combat, and stealth. It focuses mostly on storytelling and decision making, where sometimes you influence the next events. Sometimes. You play as Agent Ward, a spy from the Commission of Public Safety, and your mission is to investigate deserters in the galaxy outer reaches, where the game, after a little bit of slow start, will turn into a bigger interesting story where you use a mix of mental abilities, diplomacy, and combat to navigate through conversations, explore a couple of alien worlds, and decide where to support the Empire or aid the Foundation. You actually take the decision in the game. I liked specifically the mentalic abilities in Journey to Foundation. It's a form of mental powers to influence characters and situations. It adds a unique layer to how you approach interactions and conflicts in the game. The immersive VR setting allows you to experience a very detailed universe with deep political themes, something that the series lovers are likely to enjoy. If you like narrative-driven VR experience that focus on storytelling and character interaction and a little bit of combat, you are gonna enjoy Journey to Foundation. Just don't judge the game with its starting few hours. It improves a little bit when you move further. It was released in June 2024 with a mostly positive rating of 70% on Steam. Overview: A walk through the universe is a VR simulation experience that takes you on a breathtaking journey. Use scientific data from sources like NASA and the European Space Agency to provide a very accurate but also a fantastic experience in the VR. You are guided through different parts of the universe, starting from Earth and moving outward to the far reaches of outer space. There are both narrative and interactive modes, allowing you to explore the solar system, visit planets, and understand the vast scale of space. It's more of an immersive experience than a traditional game, giving you the freedom to learn about space at your own pace. I love how the game uses photorealistic images and real astronomical data, making you feel like you are truly floating in space. It was released in March 2018 with a mostly positive rating on Steam with a score of 71%. Hubris VR is an action space adventure game with focus on immersive first-person combat and exploration, set in an alien world where you are a space recruit working for a powerful intergalactic organization. The objective is to assist in rescuing an agent while battling hostile forces and navigating crazy environments. In Hubris, you engage in a mix of combat and puzzle solving. You explore alien landscapes, swim through underwater environments, climb, you fight enemies using various cool weapons, and there is also crafting and resource gathering system, weapon upgrades mechanics. It requires that you need to require all of this stuff for survival. Hubris' visual fidelity and immersive world design resulted in a stunning environment. Its VR mechanics from crafting, interacting with the environment, climbing, manual weapon reloading are also polished and just fun to use. I did enjoy my time with it from start to end. Hubris was released in December 22 with a Steam score of very positive 76%. Solar System VR is a space simulation game that offers you a chance to explore and learn about our solar system in an immersive virtual reality environment. You travel through space, you visit planets, moons, and other objects in our solar system. The game focuses on providing detailed interactive experience where you can observe planetary orbits, view 3D models of planets, and learn facts about each one. The primary goal is exploration rather than traditional gameplay. The sheer scale of the universe is beautifully rendered, offering an awe-inspiring view of space. It was released in September 2020 with a mostly positive rating on Steam with a score of 74%. Boiling Steel VR is a first-person shooter where you are in control of mechanical bodies called avatars. They are designed for various tasks and combat situations. In-game, you take on the role of worker operating various avatars to fight off rogue machines and corrupted AI systems. You explore industrial sci-fi environments, you use futuristic tools and weapons to solve puzzles, and you engage in a fast-paced combat with tons of robot enemies. I like the sheer amount of upgrades and customizations for my mechanical body, the avatar. The game offers different classes and different customizations. You can tweak the abilities of your avatars for combat or puzzle solving or exploration based on your situation. And while not directly set in outer space, the game made me feel that I am in an alien colony. Its mechanics and the focus on advanced technology and robotics made me love it. If you love fast-paced shooters and enjoy playing with machines, upgrades and technology, then Boiling Steel is for you. It was released in March 2020 and have a very positive rating on Steam with a score of 81%. Star Shelter is a space survival VR game that immerses you in a zero-gravity environment. You start in a space graveyard filled with abandoned ships. It blends survival, crafting, and exploration mechanics in a producer-generated open world. You must scavenge for materials, repair your spaceship, build essential structures like solar panels, oxygen generators. You manage your oxygen, hunger, and power levels that are crucial for your survival, while you explore delicate ships, collect resources, and fight. You also grow planets inside your ship to sustain yourself and upgrade your space station. Think something like The Expanse Season 2. Star Shelter have a realistic zero-gravity movement. It gives you full 360-degree freedom as you float through space. The thrill of scavenging for parts while managing limited resources like oxygen adds a very interesting level of tension, making the experience even more immersive. The game's crafting and base building elements, paired with its survival mechanics, create a sense of accomplishment as you build your station and survive in deep space. Star Shelter offers a unique survival experience in zero-gravity settings. The combination of resource management, exploration, and space simulations sets it apart from a lot of other VR space games. If you love the idea of being stranded alone in a space and having to rely only on your efforts to survive, then this game is for you, but keep in mind it was released in October 2017 and you may find some of the control settings outdated, but there are helpful guides on Steam Community Hub. Star Shelter have mostly positive rating on Steam with a score of 78%. Coming closer in number 8 is Pulsar the Lost. It's a cooperative space exploration and combat game that mixes strategy, teamwork, and space simulation together. It allows you to take different roles aboard the space station as you with your team together explore the galaxy, engage in combat, and uncover the mysteries of the universe. Think something like a Star Trek bridge crew. In Pulsar Lost, you and up to 4 others take on various roles aboard the spaceship, such as captain, engineer, pilot, scientist, or weapon specialist. Together, you manage ship systems, engage in space battles, explore alien planets, and take on missions. Each of you have a distinct responsibility, making teamwork essential for survival. It's really interesting multi-role gameplay. It creates a deeply immersive and strategic experience. All of you must coordinate efforts to navigate through dangerous space environments and fight off different enemies. The procedurally generated universe also ensures that no missions are the same. In Pulsar Lost, you and your crew will constantly interact with space alien civilizations and the star systems. You'll be exploring new planets, piloting your starship, and even engage in ship-to-ship combat. It's ideal for anyone who enjoys cooperative experience, space simulations, and strategic combat, anyone who's a fan of Star Trek or Star Wars. It was released in June 2021 and they have a very positive rating on Steam with a score of 90%. Battlegroup VR is a real-time space strategy game designed exclusively for VR. You command large fleets of warships in space battles while getting a first-person perspective from the bridge of your own flagship. It's a real-time strategy RTS game with space simulation elements. It merges fleet management and tactical combat with first-person VR controls, making it a unique game in this list. You command fleets of warships in large-scale epic space battles where you directly control your own ship while issuing orders to the rest of your fleet who you build over the game. The game offers customizations, actually a lot of customization for your fleet, including upgrading your ships, managing loadouts, and training captains and more. As a commander, you lead your fleet onto combat and develop strategies to win battles. I love that I can participate in action and fight while still managing my fleet in the same time. This dual perspective is rare and makes Battleground VR experience very unique and cool. If you love space simulation strategy games and space combat, then this game is for you. It was released in July 2023 and it holds a very positive rating with a score of 92% on Steam. Next we have Red Matter 1 and 2. They are both story-driven puzzle adventures set in an alternative Cold War universe. They offer some of the highly immersive graphics in VR ever. Red Matter 1, you are Agent Epsilon. You get sent to an abandoned research base on one of Saturn's moon to investigate a top secret mission. You solve puzzles, like very nice, well created puzzles, using cool future tools. You look for uncover hidden message, and slowly you piece together the mystery behind what's going on. Red Matter 1 have high fidelity visuals with fully immersive space station environment and the space around you. The game interactive mechanics like manipulating objects with your hands in VR give you a high tactical and unique feeling that I can't describe in words. The space setting of the game combined with the mystery element and a little bit of horror make it a must for any space VR lover who enjoy exploration with a very strong narrative component. The game's Cold War theme in a sci-fi universe adds a unique twist to traditional space games. Red Matter 1 was released in May 2018 and has a very positive rating on Steam with a score of 92%. Red Matter 2 was released 4 years later in August 2022. It kept the core puzzle solving and exploration mechanics of Red Matter 1, but added some light combat and stealth on top of everything else in Red Matter 1. You continue the story of Agent Epsilon, now trying to escape from a research facility and uncover a much bigger, larger conspiracy. Red Matter 2 have some visually stunning environments, and by many experts the best ever graphics in a VR game, not just a VR space game. Further improves upon the already impressive physics and interaction mechanics in Red Matter 1, making you more connected to the world and the story. If you love space exploration and a mysterious story with a very rich world that is full of details, then you will love both Red Matter 1 and 2. Some of the outdoor space exploration views in Red Matter 2 are crazy, unbelievable, beautiful that you will never forget their sight. Red Matter 2, like Red Matter 1, holds a very positive rating on Steam with a score of 92%. Orders of Magnitude is a VR simulation game that allows you to explore the universe at various scales from far galaxies down to the subatomic level. The journey is linear but offers a detailed exploration of physical structures across the entire known universe. It has a very scientific accuracy. It pulls data from real scientific resources, including star catalogs and even protein databases and stuff. It offers a unique way to explore space, but not only focus on large planets or stars and galaxies, but let you even examine the very building blocks of matter, things that we hear in sci-fi movies. Now you can finally understand without being really a scientist. If you want to learn more about the universe in a visually immersive and interactive way, then Orders of Magnitude is for you. It has been in early access since March 2020, but got released later on and just got its biggest update ever in August 2024. It has a very positive rating with a score of 95% on Steam. Universal Sandbox is a physics-based space simulation game where you create, destroy, and explore various celestial bodies and systems, all governed by real-time physics. It's a massive project. It took so long to build and is still working. You can simulate planetary collisions, adjust the gravitational pull of stars, create new solar systems, destroy entire galaxies. The game allows you to manipulate the universe in ways that demonstrate real physics principles. It offers a unique opportunity to interact with space in a hands-on way. It allows you to zoom in and out of entire galaxies, move planets with your hand, and observe the effects of gravity and physics in real time. It's a dream come true for anyone who loves the idea of manipulating space itself while learning a little bit about astronomy. It was released in August 2015, but sadly is still in early access, but with regular updates from the developer, with a next generation update planned soon. It has an overwhelming positive rating on Steam with a score of 95%. Astro VR is a space simulation game designed for VR. It allows you to explore space in a realistic and entertaining way. You freely travel among the stars, planets, moons, and other bodies, both within and beyond our solar system. The game focuses on astronomy simulation, providing accurate representation of planets, stars, black holes, and more. You can observe their movement, view detailed information about them, and explore them even if they are very far and in distant star systems. You can explore realistic space environments, including black hole. It's similar to Space Engine but with better VR controls, and it's really ideal for casual players who just want to enjoy learning about space in a very interactive format. It was released just recently in June 2024 and they have a 100% positive rating on Steam. Elite Dangerous is a space simulation game that focuses on space exploration, trading, and combat. It offers an open-world experience set in a one-to-one replica of the Milky Way galaxy. It blends realistic space physics with cool space combat, trade, and exploration, and just a ton of fun. In Elite, you take control of a spaceship in a vast galaxy. You engage in a lot of activities such as trading, exploring uncharted space, bounty hunting, mining, and participate in large-scale battles. The game has a dynamic economy system and political systems. Your action and those of other players affect market, politics, and conflicts around the galaxy. I love the scale of Elite Dangerous. There is like 400 billion star systems to explore. Each are producer generated. It offers an unparalleled sense of exploration. The game emphasizes realistic space flight mechanics. It requires you to master everything from docking at space station to managing your ship system in combat. It's one of the most immersive VR experiences. It allows you to sit inside your spaceship cockpit. It supports Photasm VR. It provides a very immersive piloting experience as you fly through space. You engage in dogfights or land on planets. The sense of scale, speed, and the sheer complexity of space travel make it unique and a must-play for those who love space in VR. It's perfect if you enjoy detailed space simulation, combat strategy, and deep galactic trade and political systems. Just be careful not to buy the Odyssey expansion. It will screw up your game and it will make your life very hard in VR. Unfortunately, it was not supported in the VR is not supported on this DLC at all, but the previous expansion Horizon works very well until now. Elite was initially released in December 2014 and VR support was added later. It currently holds a mostly positive rating on Steam with a score 79%. It used to be much more higher, but the latest DLC dragged the score significantly down. Nomanssky is an open-world exploration and survivor game set in procedurally generated universe. It allows you to explore billions of planets and star systems. In Nomanssky, you can explore vast, procedurally generated planets. You can gather resources, craft equipment, build bases, trade with alien species, engage in space combat, travel between solar systems and planets and galaxies, all in VR. You are directly in your cockpit of your spaceship. You are doing exploration by yourself physically, making the sense of scale and discovery much more immersive. Nomanssky sheer scale of exploration is crazy. It's overblowing. Every planet is procedurally generated, ensuring that no two planets are the same. The experience is so immersive, letting you physically look around alien worlds, pilot a spaceship, interact with creatures and aliens and environments all in VR. Nomanssky offers a sense of scale and discovery that few other VR games can match. Traveling between planets and star systems in VR provide a level of immersion that's hard to replicate, allowing you to truly feel like you are an explorer of space. Its endless universe and endless amount of activities, from space combat to base building, make it the must-play for fans of space-themed virtual reality. Nomanssky is a fan favorite. Anyone who loves exploration, discovery, or even sandbox style games with no strict objectives will love Nomanssky. It's perfect for those who enjoy crafting, survival mechanics, and immersive world building, as well as space lovers who just want an endless universe to explore. It was originally released on August 2016 with the VR update introduced on August 2019, and the Hello game just kept updating it for free every few months since 2016. Nomanssky VR holds a mostly positive rating on Steam with a score of 79%, but this is not telling the whole story. It's the exact opposite of Elite. Nomanssky was bombarded with negative reviews at launch, but remediated itself like crazy with insane amount of free regular updates over years, and pretty much the best VR space game that's fully supported as of today. This wraps my list of the top 20 VR space games currently on sale on Steam, but there are amazing VR space games, much more that was not covered here today. Check my playlist, it's a space here to watch reviews, live streams and gameplay of many of these games that was not covered today. Thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, please don't forget to like it and to subscribe to my channel. Also click on the bell to get notified when I release a new video or plan a new stream. Let me know in the comment section below what is your favorite space VR game and if you're able to catch any of these games on sale today. So until next time, enjoy space in VR, VR space lovers.